So you want to know what the best counters are for all the raid bosses during GoFest Day 2. If you don't know, Sunday, July 18th, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., we're going to have every single legendary raid boss in raids. There's going to be 4 rotating hours that are going to rotate twice throughout the day. The wind hour with these raid bosses, the lava hour with these raid bosses, the frost hour with these raid bosses, and the thunder hour with these raid bosses. People have been asking me, what are the best counters for each of these Pokemon? Now, instead of me just going through a long list for each individual raid boss today, I thought I'd show you guys how to use the app POKEBATTLER, which is the best app to find counters. Pretty much every single graphic resource, so like LeakDuck, Couples Gaming, all these stuff, use this website to source their counters, and even all other YouTubers is the best place to find the best counters for any raid boss in Pokemon Go. So today I thought I'd walk you guys through how to use the app and a bit of the website so you guys can find your own counters, set up your battle parties for whatever raid boss you might want to raid. Timestamps below as always. Let's get right into it. The first thing you want to do is search POKEBATTLER on your App Store or your Play Store, and this is the app right here, POKEBATTLER Raid Party. You're just going to go ahead and download that. Once you're in here, it's going to say connect your account. I recommend connecting either a Google, a Facebook, or even a Discord account. Just makes it easier to sync all your stuff across in case you ever do want to sync things across. You can also just click the skip button if you want to go ahead and not do that. That's up to you. I recommend creating an account. Now let me get right into what you're here for, how to find the raid bosses. Pretty much you can click on the tab here, and right here is going to show you the raid bosses that are currently going on and a couple upcoming ones. So here we see Defense Deoxys, of course, and Mewtwo coming up. But if you want to find a specific raid boss, you need to go ahead and click customize in the bottom right corner, enter a Pokemon's name. So here you just want to search up whatever Pokemon you're trying to make a team for. For example, let's look at Dialga. Dialga is going to be a very famous raid boss. We're going to want to click tier 5, so it chooses tier 5, and we can click the search button here. It's going to go ahead and pull up the Dialga counters. First page here is a simulation. Pretty much what it's doing is it's taking these Pokemon at the bottom and it's putting them up against a Dialga, showing you if you're going to win. At the top it says chance to win 0%. Players needed 4.26, so you need 4.26 players with this exact party to win this battle. How much total damage do? You do 26% damage of the total raid boss, so a quarter. And how many times does your Pokemon faint? The bottom says is here it's using the best level 20 counters. This is a default setting to get started. This is not that important. What we really want to do is click over on the little switch icon here, and it's going to bring us over to the counters section. Pretty much here it'll show you some of the top counters you can use to take down Dialga. Before I go through them, at the top here there's a little level icon, so you can choose what level your counters are going to be. Level 50 means they're maxed out with XL candies. Level 40 means they're maxed out with regular candies, and anything in between, they're not maxed out. If you're confused how you can find the level of your Pokemon, you have to download an app like PokeGenie, in which I have a tutorial on how to use the app below, and I'll card it up here as well. And it'll pretty much allow you to scan your Pokemon and show you what exact level that Pokemon is. That little semicircle kind of shows it, so you can like memorize where it is for each level. Go ahead, but that's pretty much how you find the level. We're gonna stick with level 40, and then you can turn on Mega Pokemon or Mega Pokemon off. So if you want to use Mega Pokemon, if you don't, you hate using Megas, turn off. It won't show you any Mega counters. Shadow Pokemon as well. So here you can turn it on and it'll show you any Shadow Pokemon you can use. And then finally, 5-star, aka Legendary Pokemon. If you don't have Shadows, Legendaries, or Megas, you can turn all 3 of those off and it'll just show you pretty much regular Pokemon counters. As you scroll down, it'll show you pretty much all the best counters based off the search thread you do have in order. So obviously at the top, Lucario is the best, Conkeldurr the next best, Excadrill is the next best after that. Now pretty much what I want you to do is come into this section for whatever raid boss you think you're going to be raiding during GoFest. I have a video below on what to raid during GoFest if you haven't decided what are going to be your priorities. And then once you have this and you select if you want to Shadows, Legendaries, all that, you can click the little copy icon here and click the copy. This will go ahead, copy all of the attackers that were in that list. So you can go ahead and search in your own Pokemon storage if you have any of those Pokemon and if you can use them in a raid party. Coming into Pokemon Go, I can come into my search bar here. I can pretty much just paste from the clipboard and it'll go ahead and paste all of those counters. All of these Pokemon here are possible counters that I can use. Of course, I'm going to sort it by CP because I want to use my strongest ones, and it'll pretty much just show me all the Pokemon I can use that were counters. Now I can come into my battle party, scroll over here, scroll to the bottom, come to raids and gyms. I'm gonna just call this Dialga because this is gonna be my Dialga party. Bang, I'm gonna go ahead, come back in here. I'm gonna paste what I had copied. And then now I can pretty much just choose my top 6. And then there you go, I have a team for Dialga. Super easy, guys. Honestly, probably the easiest thing you could do. You don't even have to choose your top 6. Of course, some counters are better, like, you know, Excadrill is actually technically a better counter than Mamoswine, I believe, so I can switch that out. I want to note one thing. When creating this battle party, you need to remember movesets. Movesets are super important because if you're using the wrong move, no matter if you have the correct counter, you're going to be doing no damage. You want to use the move on the Pokemon that's going to be doing super effective damage and the most amount of damage. To find movesets, we come back into the counter section and it'll show you the best moveset. For example, Lucario with counter and Aura Sphere, Conkeldurr with counter Dynamic Punch, Excadrill with Mud Slap, Drill Run, Machamp with counter Dynamic Punch. Let's take a look at Machamp, for example. Machamp has counter and Dynamic Punch as its best moveset. Coming back here, I'm going to long press on my Machamp. It's going to show me that it has counter and Payback. Payback is a legacy move, but it's not good, so I'm going to get rid of it. I'm going to give this Machamp Dynamic Punch, and then it'll turn into a proper counter. So pretty much I'm going to come here, back into my box. I'm going to search Machamp. Come into my Machamp here. I'm going to go ahead, click on the item section. I'm going to use a charge TM. I'm going to change its move. It says it can't be relearned, whatever. I got cross drop, so it might take a bit of time for you to get the correct move, guys. You might just have to keep going through pretty much all your charge TMs. Hopefully you have a couple to change your moves because there's going to be a lot of move changing currently. There you go, counter Dynamic Punch. So now that Machamp is ready to be a Dialga counter. It is a maxed out level 50, 100% IV Machamp counter Dynamic Punch ready to go. Also, I want to note that your Pokemon should be powered up to at least level 30, preferably if you are going to be raiding. Let's say you go ahead and do that search thread I showed you guys and you can find all your counters and you end up having only like a Machamp that is like 803 CP. This is probably like a level 10 Machamp here. Fact of the matter is, if you want to use a correct counter, you need to make sure you power it up at least to level 30. If you want to know, you pretty much want to come up until it asks for XL candies, and then you're going to want to go down 20 power-ups and that'll be level 30. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Since every power-up is half a level, so 10 levels times 2 is 20. So right there, 2,408, that is a level 30 Machamp. You will be doing optimum damage as long as you have the correct moveset on your Machamp. That goes for any counter here in this box here. So make sure that they're at least level 30 and have the correct movesets. So honestly, guys, that's how you set up your raid parties. You're just going to want to go ahead and do that for every single legendary you might want to go ahead and raid during Pokemon Go Fest. Of course, you might have a couple different raid parties and it might get a little confusing. It's just nice to have all those set up. So you are using the correct counters and you're not using recommended party each time, because the recommended party algorithm, and I've talked about this before, is not good at all. It doesn't take into consideration how much damage you're doing, only how long you're on the battlefield. So please go ahead and set up some parties for Go Fest. Even if your Pokemon are not maxed out, just use the correct Pokemon. You don't have to put them to level 30. Like I said, you can go ahead and leave them at level 20, level 10. I don't even care. As long as you think about what Pokemon you're using and you start using the correct Pokemon. With that being said, I want to hop onto the website, because PokeBattler was actually initially a website, and how to find counters on the website. Come to PokeBattler.com. I'm going to link it below. You're just going to scroll down here and click on the raid section. PokeBattler has set up an amazing thing here to show you pretty much each of the hours. So it tells you what hours is what during Go Fest Day 2, what the hour is called, and then all the raid bosses, and you can simply click on them to find their counters, and it even shows you what the shiny potential looks like if there is a shiny potential. Now, PokeBattler has told me that they're telling me they're trying to bring this interface into the app so people can quickly click on each of the counters. So hopefully that'll be out by Sunday. Stay tuned for that in the app. But for now, if you quickly want to take an overview at all the Pokemon, quickly click into the counters. You can do that on the website. So let's take a look at Kyogre counters here in the Frost Hour. We can go ahead and scroll down and I'll show you pretty much all the top counters for Kyogre here. This is in overall. So overall, what are the best counters to use? You can even come up here and you can do this in the app, and I didn't show you, but you can choose what weather are you going to be battling the Pokemon in. Extreme weather is going to be no boost to any Pokemon. Sunny, clear, all those weathers, you can choose that. You can also choose if there's going to be a friend bonus. So if you're battling with a best friend, there'll be a damage bonus. And also, of course, you can filter out Shadow, Legendary, and Mega Pokemon in your search. But this is going to show you pretty much the exact same counters. Of course, you cannot copy paste here. This is great if you want to go ahead and quickly find counters for each of the Pokemon. And they even have a full infographic, which you can click here, go ahead and download if you want to have this on the ready while you're out. Of course, the app does the same thing, but you can go ahead and copy this into your camera roll and take a quick look at any counters you might need for Kyogre. Go ahead and use this, and then also the app. I like the app because you can quickly just copy paste and search your Pokebox for any of the top counters. But go ahead and please set up counters for all the Pokemon you're going to be raiding. That's pretty much the video, guys. Before I end it, I want to give a shout out to FLW Videos and a specific video he made. I'm going to link below, but pretty much FLW Videos made a video about the top raid teams to make for Pokemon Go Fest 2021. In here, he pretty much mentions what are the best general teams to have that will work for multiple different raid bosses. bosses. So instead of having, you know, a specific team for Dialga, a specific team for Palkia, a specific team for this and this and this, he pretty much goes over how you can have a team of ice type attackers that will work for pretty much all the legendary birds, all this. So you don't have to have so many different raid parties, and you can just have like, you know, 3 or 4, and you can pretty much take down any raid boss really quick. Of course, if you are only going for certain raid bosses, like, you know, specifically Dialga, Reshiram, and Zekrom, you're only gonna need 3 raid parties, and you can use the strategy I talked about in this video. I strongly recommend you guys check out this video. I really enjoyed it, and he pretty much goes over some of the best teams to have for Pokemon Go Fest. With that being said though, guys, I hope this video helped you. If you guys wanna see a more in-depth video on POKEBATTLER, POKEBATTLER is an amazing website. You can do simulations. You can go ahead and input all your Pokemon and your friends' Pokemon and see if you're gonna take down that raid boss. You can do so many things on the POKEBATTLER website. So if you wanna see a more in-depth video, let me know. But in this video, I wanted to keep it nice and simple and just show you guys how to find counters, any raid boss you ever want. So you never really have to watch a counters video again, because you can quickly just search it up on the POKEBATTLER app or the website. That being said, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you guys are gonna have a great rest of your day. Good luck raiding at GoFest, guys. We're gonna see you guys in the next one. Follow for more tips, baby. Peace.